Welcome. Today we are unpacking the Grok model family, the large language models built by xAI, Elon Musk's artificial intelligence company. If you have used ChatGPT or Claude, Grok plays in the same league. In the next few minutes we will cover what Grok is, how the family has grown over time, what makes it different, how it connects to live data, how developers actually call it through an API, and finally when it makes sense to reach for Grok instead of another model. No deep math, just plain English for working professionals and junior developers. First, the basics. Grok is a family of large language models, often shortened to LLMs. A large language model is a program trained on enormous amounts of text so that it can predict the next word in a sentence. Stack billions of those predictions together and you get something that can answer questions, write code, summarize documents, and hold a conversation. xAI launched the first Grok in late 2023, and the name is a nod to science fiction, meaning to understand something deeply and intuitively. Let us walk the family tree. Grok 1 was the original release. Grok 1.5 added a longer memory and better reasoning. Grok 2 brought stronger coding and image understanding. Then Grok 3 arrived as a big jump in scale and reasoning power, trained on a giant cluster of graphics chips. The most recent generation, Grok 4, pushes hard on reasoning, tool use, and agentic behavior, meaning the model can plan steps and call external tools on its own. Each generation gets faster, cheaper per token, and noticeably smarter. So what actually makes Grok different from the crowd? The headline feature is real-time access to information from the social platform X, formerly Twitter, which xAI owns. Most chatbots only know what was in their training data, which has a cutoff date. Grok can pull in fresh posts and trending discussions, so it is unusually good at answering questions about events that happened hours ago. xAI also markets Grok as having a more direct, sometimes witty personality, and it is less likely to refuse edgy but harmless questions. Let us talk about reasoning modes, because this is where modern Grok shines. Newer versions offer a thinking mode. Instead of answering instantly, the model spends extra time working through a problem step by step, almost like showing its scratch work, before giving you a final answer. This costs a little more time and money but dramatically improves accuracy on hard tasks like math, logic puzzles, and multi-step coding. You, the developer, choose when to switch this deeper thinking on. Now, how do you actually use Grok as a developer? xAI offers an API, an application programming interface, which is just a web address your code can send requests to. Helpfully, the Grok API is designed to be compatible with the OpenAI format. That means if you already have code written for ChatGPT, you can often switch to Grok by changing just the base web address and the model name. Very little rewriting required, which lowers the barrier to trying it. Here is what a basic call looks like in plain terms. You send a list of messages. Each message has a role, either system, user, or assistant. The system message sets the behavior, for example, you are a helpful coding assistant. The user message is the actual question. You also pass the model name, such as Grok-4, and a temperature value between 0 and 1 that controls how creative or how focused the answer should be. The API returns the model's reply as text your program can use. Beyond plain chat, Grok supports the features serious applications need. It can do function calling, where the model decides to invoke a tool you defined, like a weather lookup or a database query, and you run that function and hand the result back. It supports structured outputs, so you can force the answer into clean JSON, which is the standard data format programs exchange. It also handles images as input, so you can ask it to describe a screenshot or read a chart. A quick word on the products around the models. For everyday users, Grok lives inside the X app and in standalone web and mobile apps, often behind a subscription tier. For businesses and developers, there is the pay-as-you-go API where you are billed per token, a token being roughly 3/4 of a word. There is also a heavier, more expensive tier aimed at the most demanding reasoning tasks. Always check current pricing, because these numbers change quickly in this fast-moving market. So when should you actually pick Grok? Reach for it when you need answers grounded in very recent news or social media chatter, since that live data access is its real edge. It is also a strong, cost-competitive general-purpose model for coding, writing, and reasoning. If your project lives in the X ecosystem or you want an easy swap from an OpenAI-based setup, Grok is convenient. For highly regulated industries, weigh its data and privacy terms carefully against alternatives, as you would with any vendor. Let us recap. Grok is Zay's family of large language models, evolving rapidly from Grok 1 through Grok 4, with each step adding scale, reasoning, and agentic tool use. Its standout feature is live access to information from X, plus an optional thinking mode for hard problems. Developers love that the API mirrors the OpenAI format, making it easy to adopt. If you found this helpful, follow for more plain English breakdowns of the Gen AI landscape, and drop a comment telling me which model family I should explain next. Thanks for watching.